Hello everyone, this is going through the structured answers questions for the genetics test. So this first question, define linked genes, really straightforward answer, didn't need anything too complicated. So genes located on the same chromosome and inherited together. So that was nice and straightforward. In this question, this was a dihybrid inheritance cross. Unlinked. It tells us that it's unlinked. To get all 3 marks, what you needed to do was write out the thing correctly. So you needed to show that it was big C, little b, crossing with big C, big B, little b, that gave these gametes. And then obviously you need to then put those correctly into a Punnett square and fill that through. So we're looking for a 4x4 Punnett grid. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay. So big C, big B, big C, little b, little c, big B, little c, little b, big C, big B, big C, little b, little c, big B, little c, little b. So big C, big B, and so on. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. Then obviously the expected phenotypic ratio we just know is 9 to 3 to 3 to 1. However, it wasn't enough just to write that. You had to say 9 that were black and curled, 3, etc., etc. So you actually had to define each phenotype to get the 3 marks. Question 18 was arguably a little bit mean because I had said it was only on 3.4 and 10.2. So sorry about that. What I was looking for here was amniocentesis test or the chorionic villus sampling test. State the method used to arrange chromosomes in the karyotype, that is done by the size. If I could write, by the size. And then the stage is either metaphase or late prophase. Okay, so I understand you are probably a bit grumpy about this question, but it wasn't too tricky. 18b, a lot of you made a lot harder than it needed to be. There is no indication that this is a sex-linked question. This is a really straightforward monohybrid cross. So all it was looking for was big A, little a, crossed with big A, little a. So when you do your Punnett square, big A, little a, big A, little a. So you have big A, big A, big A, little a, big A, little a, little a, little a. And so the normal genotypes would have been then big A, or big A, little a, okay? And then the chance that the next child will have albinism, that's that one. So it's a 25% chance, as you would expect. This question caused quite a few confusions. I think it is a really slightly worded question. What it's really just asking is, in the heterozygous genotype, is the recessive allele expressed? Well, no, it isn't, because you only see the heterozygous, you only see the recessive allele in the homozygous genotype, so then it's yes in that one. The dominant allele is yes and yes. With codominance, if it's heterozygous, then actually both of the alleles are expressed. And obviously if it's homozygous, then it's a yes. You got 1 mark for each line there. State the 2 alleles in the blood groups that are codominant. That's IA and IB. And some slightly peculiar notation here. And then this one 20C, that one is a sex-linked situation. So here you need to show the cross. So we have XN, we have X, little n, we have Y. You need to show the cross, and then you need to come down to the fact that the mother is going to be X big N, X little n. So you do need to actually show that that will be the genotype of the mother. In 21, I think most people managed to say that this was tall and yellow, as expected. And for 21B, again, this was perhaps done a little bit more complicatedly than necessary. This one, big A, big B, little b, so unlinked genes. And then obviously, so that shows independent assortment. And then with the ones on the line, that obviously shows linkage. And so they are not able to assort independently. So those are the sorts of things that we were looking for there. And in the final question here, if this was a test cross, then we know that it's big A, big B, little b, crossing with little a, little b, little b. Okay, so we know that one is going to be little a, little b. I mean, there are two possible recombinants here, and that the recombinants will be that, so little a, big B, or that, so big A, little b. You only needed to give one, but you do need to draw it out correctly on the parallel lines. So please review these questions again, pause and replay the video, and then write any further questions that you still have in the feedback section on OneNote.